Hello everyone. Today we will be flying from Taipei to Beijing in economy aboard a Star Alliance member, EVA Air. We will start off this adventure by taking a look at the check-in process in Taipei. Once we get past security, we will explore EVA Air's exclusive lounge, the Star. Next, we will check out parts of the Taipei airport and the boarding process for EVA Air, followed by the EVA Air in-flight experience in economy. Did you know we get food? On arrival, we'll go through Chinese immigration and customs. Are you curious how this went down? I know I was. And finally, we'll explore the northern capital itself, Beijing, China. Today's flight from Taipei to Beijing will take us 3 hours and 25 minutes. We will be on board EVA Air's Airbus A330-300. This A330-300 will have premium and economy class. On today's trip, we will be in economy, right here, in seat 24A. Now let's get started. The Taipei airport is cool, smooth, and busy. I have Star Alliance Gold because of my status with United, which means we get benefits on Star Alliance partners, like EVA Air. The first benefit we get is dedicated check-in lanes. There's an EVA Air employee checking for gold status at the start of the line. I show my Star Alliance Gold status, and we are in. Another friendly employee points the way, and we arrive on a golden carpet. In broken Mandarin, I go through the check-in process. The EVA Air employee is friendly, precise, and cordial. I begin to wonder if he could do my taxes too. Once I am checked in, the very friendly employee reminds me of the gate, boarding time, and that I have lounge access. EVA Air's The Star Lounge awaits. More on that in a bit. After such a positive and friendly check-in, it was time to go through security. The security line looked long, but it moved quickly. There was one boarding pass security check before the airport security. And after going through passport control, we were on the other side of security and in the terminal. Next, it was time to look for the lounge. The terminal had a helpful booth employee right on the entrance. After asking in Mandarin and pretending to understand her directions in Mandarin with my hand signals, the kind employee switched over to the English word for escalator. I know that word. I enjoy walking in the Taipei airport. The airport feels open with its tall ceilings and decorative with its lighting. After riding the escalator, the second floor had a section of airline lounges. The airline lounge we want is EVA Air's The Star. We have access to this premium lounge because of our status with Star Alliance Gold. The EVA Air employee is quick to greet and scans my boarding pass to verify that I can enter. I gotta say, all the EVA Air employees I have encountered so far were very friendly and positive. After gaining access, there's a hallway, where we find bathrooms, showers, and a storage area. The cozy area of the lounge, though, is at the end of the hallway, where we find comfortable chairs, tables, big TVs, countertops, and cool views of the check-in part of the terminal. The lounge also has free food available for its members. Let's see what's on the menu. We have water, tea, and juice on tap, pastries and light snacks, self-serve ice cream, breads, Chinese pork meatballs, longan bun, sweet potatoes, an assortment of chilled beverages, hot dogs, coffee machines, fish balls with rice noodle soup, rice, Taiwanese braised pork sauce, Cantonese congee with thousand egg, General Tso's chicken, turnip cake, vegetables, noodles, boba, it makes sense, we're in Taiwan, and a salad bar. It was nice to have such a varied selection to eat while watching my favorite channel, EVA Air's Boarding Times. But it was time to head to our gate. There's only so much boba I can consume. And with surprise, another friendly EVA Air employee giving us directions. We were off to our gate C4. Pretty interesting choice to name a gate C4. But as long as we don't have any surprises waiting for us at the gate, we should be fine. At the gate we have a boarding screen and our flight that has the city of our destination, Beijing. There are 2 levels to this gate, and at the top level we can start to see the planes. On the lower level, we get an even clearer shot of the plane. The boarding gate is packed. Which leads us to our next benefit of Star Alliance Gold, boarding Group 1. After speaking some poorly spoken Mandarin to make some small talk, the gate agent verified the documents and sent us to board. At the end of the jet bridge were friendly EVA employees. They are so friendly and point us to our seat. I like how they don't even bother speaking Mandarin to me. They look at my face and say, "English it is." And here we are to our seat, seat 24A. At our seat we have headphones waiting for us. A cool view outside the window. Life vest and stow monitor badges in front of us. A physical remote for the Inflight screen. And a USB charger to the right. The seat is comfortable and it comes with a cover for the headrest. Boarding continues, and boarding Group 1 is quite a cool perk to have on this flight. We board ahead of all the economy passengers, which makes this look like an empty flight. But as we will soon see, this will be a packed flight. We also get a nice view outside the window. The headphones at our seat are wrapped in a bag and branded with the EVA Air logo. Boarding continues and the economy passengers begin to roll in. Boarding is almost wrapped up as the last few passengers board the plane. Then the safety video begins. As we begin our taxi towards the runway. The cabin also has additional screens in the front to follow along. As we pull away, there are 2 EVA Air employees waving goodbye. Which is no surprise here, as EVA Air employees have been nothing but kind. We finally make it to the taxiway and take off from Taipei. We continue gaining altitude while the cabin is calm. And once we do have altitude, the flight crew wastes no time. The crew passes through the cabin for a meal service. Everything is packaged efficiently and branded with EVA Air logos. The meal came with chicken, rice, veggies, fruits, salad, and bread, with EVA Air branded silverware, a hand wipe and a toothpick, and the bowls did not feel disposable but sturdy instead. With dinner out the way, let's take a look at the in-flight entertainment screen. The entertainment screen had movies, music, TV shows, and games. But my personal favorite is always the map. The map would rotate between Mandarin and English. But even in Mandarin, I was pretty confident it was a map of China. There was also free Wi-Fi available to all passengers. The in-flight service stopped by to clear the trays. Seriously, this crew is amazing and fun to talk to. As we got closer to Beijing, the screen played a Prohibited imports video. I can't quite read Mandarin, but I can understand $5 million fine. And with the check of the map, we are getting closer to Beijing. The crew does one last pass through before concluding the in-flight service. And outside the window, we continue our descent. Touchdown Beijing. The map even lets us know that we are here. And look at that, EVA Air being polite and awesome as always. As we get to the gate, we wait for the jet bridge to connect. And then it was time to disembark. With a wave and a thank you, we were on the jet bridge. And on our way towards Chinese immigration. Being a foreigner, I had to fill out an arrival card. And then it was time to go through passport control, which was pretty straightforward and no issues. Next came Chinese customs, which was straightforward as well. And after clearing both immigration and customs, we had a nice sign welcoming us to Beijing. Getting to downtown Beijing was no problem. The Beijing subway had an express line straight from the airport. And I loved Beijing. It was a lot of fun. Sights like the Great Wall of China. Seriously, this thing is massive and just so cool. I was so happy to be able to see this with my own eyes and learn more about its history. And we got a workout too. Watch my Italian friend climb the steep steps. Delicious night markets. Shout out to WeChat Pay. The Forbidden City. It was so fun to explore such a historic site right in the heart of Beijing. With 100 acres and almost 1,000 buildings, there was a lot to see in the world's largest palace complex. Chinese KFC. Seriously, it's pretty good. The Summer Palace. Built as a summer escape for emperors to escape the hot Beijing heat. Tiananmen Square. The largest public square in the world and the center for China's national celebrations, parades, and ceremonies. The Diaoyutai State Guest House, where Richard Nixon stayed in his historic 1972 visit to China, and the visit that opened US-China relations after decades of isolation. I loved my time in China. Everywhere I went, I met kind and welcoming people, always willing to help. They were just as curious to learn about me as I was to learn about them. I can't wait to go back. And with that, this concludes our Taipei to Beijing trip report. Thank you so much for watching, it means a lot. On our next trip, we will be going to a place with a shining skyline. Feel free to leave a comment below, as all comments receive a personal response. Remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next flight. And until then, I'll see you in the next trip.